Hello students. So in this part we will see the further topics of our chapter physical and chemical changes, and firstly we will discuss about the rusting of iron. What is rusting process known as? Iron, that metal we all knows about it, but what is the meaning of rusting? Actually, rusting is the reaction of iron and oxygen in presence of water. In presence of water, when iron will come in the contact of moisture or come in the contact of oxygen, it will get rusted. Means it will form a new compound of iron and oxygen, which is known as rust. Okay, which is known as rust. Rusting of iron, in Hindi we can say lohe par jung lagna. That jung is known as rust. Okay, and that rust occurs due to the presence of water and air. In air we can say oxygen. With the reaction of water and oxygen with iron, it will form rust. Okay, here with the help of equation you can understand. Firstly, Fe for iron plus oxygen plus water, means both things are very important. Neither oxygen nor water will react separately and will not form rust. They both are very important for the rusting process. So here you can see Fe plus O2 plus H2O, means iron, well, when come in the contact of oxygen and water, it will form rust. What is the formula of rust? Fe2O3 into XH2O. It is known as rust, and this complete process is known as rusting of iron. If I am telling you an example, if you will keep some iron fillings with some moisture and in open air, then what will you see after 1 or 2 weeks? You will see that iron fillings will be more on behalf of weight. Means the mass of rusted iron will be greater than the original mass of iron. Means the weight of iron will increase when it will get rusted. Okay, जब लोहे पर जंग लग जाएगी तो डेफिनेटली उसका वेट जो है वो बढ़ जाएगा, उसका मास जो है वो बढ़ जाएगा. दिस इज द सीन. So, this was about the rusting of iron. लोहे में जंग किस तरह से लगती है? जब लोहा ऑक्सीजन और वाटर के कांटेक्ट में आता है, सिर्फ ऑक्सीजन और वाटर नहीं, वाटर ऑक्सीजन दोनों के कांटेक्ट में आता है, तब लोहे पर जंग लगती है, रस्टिंग की प्रोसेस होती है. सेकेंडरी थिंग, रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन इज द वेरी स्लोएस्ट प्रोसेस बच्चा. इट्स अ वेरी स्लो चेंज एंड इट्स अ केमिकल चेंज. ओके, it's a chemical change, but rusting can becomes faster when it will come in the contact of moisture. When moisture will come, then rusting process will be very high in rate. Clear? Example, you can easily see that reaction Fe plus O2 plus H2O, it will form rust. Now, one question will arise in your mind, ma'am, is there any method for the prevention of rusting? Definitely there is a method, and first method you can see, avoid direct contact with air and moisture. Yes, when iron will not come directly in the contact of air and moisture, then definitely it will not get rusted. And how it will be possible? It can be done by applying greasing and oil. Yes. After doing the greasing process and oiling process, painting process, oil paints, that all will be helpful for the prevention of rusting. Galvanization, a process which is very important. And what occurs in this process? In this process, actually, a layer of metals such as we can say chromium, we can say zinc, these things deposited on the surface of iron. So iron will not get rust, means rusting of iron will not occur. How? By avoiding direct contact with air and moisture, by applying a lot of grease and a lot of oil. Second thing, by alloying. Alloying, ma'am, what is this? Actually, alloying is the solid combination of two or more metals. Means if we will mix one metal and one non-metal together, then it will form alloy. Example is steel. Steel is the alloy of iron and carbon. Okay, when we will mix both the metal, then it will form alloy, and the name of that alloy is steel. Okay, next thing, if I will mix nickel, chromium, titanium, then what it will form? It will form stainless steel, bacha. Okay, so the presence of these metals will also prevent rusting. Okay, the combo of metal and non-metal things will form alloy, and this alloying process will also prevent rusting. That is the very important thing. They both are the very important methods for prevention of rusting. लोहे में जंग लगने से बचाने के लिए दोनों के दोनों जो आपके solutions हैं, जो आपके methods हैं, वो बहुत ज़्यादा important हैं. Okay, so the final thing is crystallization, means formation of crystals such as sugar crystal, salt crystal. Why it will be important? What will be the definition? We will discuss about it. So firstly, if I will tell you, then crystallization is a separation technique. We can easily separate two things. Or I can tell you, this is a very important process for the separation of solid, which is dissolved in the liquid or any other solution. Okay, means normally we can say crystallization is a process by which pure crystals of the substance are obtained from its solution. Means suppose that there is a mixture of a solution and some crystals, and we just want to separate out some crystals, then what we will do? We will apply the crystallization technique. Okay, crystallization technique means by example, if I will tell you, then if you will put some sugar crystals and salt crystals together, then you can't differentiate them with the help of their shape and size, because both are very similar. Okay, both are very similar. The crystals of sugar and crystals of salt are very similar to each other. So for the separation of both the things, that crystallization techniques appears in front of us. Okay, and one more thing I can tell you, crystals of normal salt, crystals of alum, crystals of sugar, if we just want to obtain them from their solution, then easily we can apply the process of crystallization. Okay, and one more example, obtaining sea salt. Yes, from sea water, if we just want to get sea salt, then easily we can adapt the process of crystallization. Means if we just want to separate some solid things from their liquid solution or from other solution, then we will apply crystallization technique. This was all about this chapter. I think we all understand about it very well. In case of any confusion, you can direct contact with me. Thank you so much. Bye bye.